Hello everyone and welcome to this Checkmarks training session, which is primarily focused on SAST module, which stands for Static Application Security Testing. In this session, we will learn about how we can use checkmarks, which is a comprehensive software security solution, how we can use it to identify and fix vulnerabilities in your code. So before we jump into the technical aspects about checkmarks, we would also like to give you a quick introduction about ourselves, what our community is for. So Crack Learning is a non-profit community which is focused on spreading cybersecurity awareness and facilitating the students or cybersecurity enthusiasts who want to grow their career in cybersecurity. So through the objectives which we are trying to achieve as part of this community, we our goal towards having a shared responsibility model in this growing cyber world where not only the application owners are responsible for protecting the personal data or protecting individuals from multiple cyber attacks, rather the individual can also on their end know about certain security practices, security hygiene, which can help them in have maintaining some privacy and preventing exposure of their personal data or any sensitive data. So as a whole, we target towards reducing cyber crimes and mentoring the students, helping them to grow their career cybersecurity. You can visit our website, as you can see in our bottom notes, cracklearning.com, if you want to know more about us. So before we talk about checkmarks SAST module itself, we first want to understand what SAST is all about. Since most of the audience here will be developer audience, they might not be well versed about this concept, which might be very familiar for the security engineers. However, this training is intended for any audience who is interested in knowing about different testing techniques which are used for determining the cybersecurity score for our application, for our code. So beginning with SAST, the key or abbreviation itself, it can be expanded as Static Application Security Testing. So what do you get out of these words which are present in this abbreviated form? So static means it is fixed. There is nothing runtime, right? So it might be implying that a non-runtime code or non-runtime application is tested against certain security criteria you want to check it for. So that's the exact definition which you can understand in the simplest term. So it analyzes the source code of an application to find security vulnerabilities and flaws. If you focus here, it is mentioning about the source code. So that means you do not have to build or compile your code before running it through the SAST tools. So you can just write down a piece of code, run it through the SAST tool, and it will give you a result or a report for your code which you have written. Now, what are we targeting out of these tools when we run them on the static code? Primarily, we are looking for finding some low-hanging fruits, some security vulnerabilities, and flaws which might be present in our application code. So that's the purpose we are trying to solve through these tools. So the SAST tools examine the code of potential issues which are security related, or it can also be some visual flaws which might not be directly impacting the security. So you can also come across such tools which are doing the static testing. In these particular cases where we are talking about security vulnerabilities, we can take common examples like injection attacks. It can be cross-site scripting, broken authentication, or maybe hard-coded passwords. So there can be a lot more things which can come under the reported vulnerabilities detected as part of SAST scan. If you are not familiar about these attacks which we are talking here, we'll try to give you a simple example which can at least give you the idea how the SAST tool works. Okay.